Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have an article from Republic World from today, 18th of July 2022, where it talks about the Russian Defense Ministry that they've destroyed numerous targets, personnel and ammunition depots and Ukrainian helicopters and all that. Let's see what kind of weapons the Russians were able to destroy. So it starts like this. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, 60 nationalists have been killed in Moscow's high-precision long-range air-based weaponry strike on a temporary deployment point of a battalion of 118th Territorial Defense Brigade of AFU in the Vitovo region of Cherkasskaya. So they claim they killed 60 nationalists in a high-precision long-range air-based strike located at the temporary deployment point of the battalion of 118th Territorial Defense Brigade in Vitovo region of Cherkasskaya. In addition, Russia has claimed to have destroyed 2 multiple rocket launchers and 4 artillery mounts in Vitovo, according to a statement released by Russian Defense Ministry. The Russian Defense Ministry has said that Ukraine has suffered the loss of more than 10 Grand multiple rocket launchers and 8 armored vehicles near Udachnoye railway station in Donetsk. The Russian Defense Ministry has said that Moscow's armed forces have destroyed 2 Ukrainian Mi-8 helicopters and 2 others suffered significant damage due to an artillery strike near Novy Donbass in Donetsk. And it continues by saying that Russia claims to have destroyed 14 command posts. It further stated that Russian armed forces have destroyed 14 command posts using artillery and missile strikes, including the 28th Mechanized Brigade, 60th Infantry Brigade, and 15th Battalion of 58th AFU Authorized Infantry Brigade. According to Russia, Moscow's troops have launched an attack on 3 depots which had stored missiles and artillery weapons. In addition, Russian forces destroyed 1 fuel depot near Novoalexandrovka in the Zaporozhye region. Russian armed forces have brought down six Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles in the Kherson region. Russia has said that Ukraine has lost, and this is the total, the Russians finally provide numbers. Ukraine has lost 257 airplanes, 142 helicopters, 1,564 unmanned aerial vehicles, 356 anti-aircraft missile systems, 4,099 tanks, and other armored combat vehicles. Apart from this, the Russian Defense Ministry has claimed that Ukrainian forces have faced the loss of 759 multiple launch rocket systems. That's a lot of... So anyway, 759, and the Americans sent what? 9 HIMARS long-range missile systems, and then they destroyed, it says, 3,157 field artillery and mortars, as well as 4,392 units of special military vehicles. You know what I don't see here? I didn't see how many Ukrainians were killed. You know, the Ukrainians say that the Russians died like 39,000 Russians already. It was an article that I made a video on yesterday, where I think it was the British, it was the British Admiral, Sir, I can't remember his first or last name, but you guys know the Chief of Staff over there, it's an Admiral and he's a Sir. In an interview, he said that according to his information, which I think comes from the Ukrainians, there were about 50,000 Russian dead or wounded since the beginning of the war. Now, I don't know if that's accurate or not, but I couldn't find the Russians claiming how many Ukrainians they eliminated. So it's what's interesting is that, as I always mention this, there were some intelligence reports coming from Great Britain intelligence services and from the Ukrainians that stated a long time ago the Russians do not have missiles anymore. They don't have anything, artillery, not missiles and rockets. They're depleted. That was in April. And then they came with the same thing in May, and then came with the same thing in June. And these guys are still shooting with high precision. And I posted a video yesterday regarding, I don't know, or it was an article. They said like 40 rockets. I don't know what kind of rockets were launched. I mean, if it's I don't know, Soviet era, I don't care. They're rockets. And there's another article that I posted, which is very important. It is the Zelensky's purge. I think he started a purge in his own political apparatus, and I don't know exactly. I mean, I mentioned my assessment and what I think about it and who is behind it, and I gave three excluding theories or opinions, not opinions, but yeah, theories about who's behind it and what's the reason. Nevertheless, I posted a video with 250, according to the Russian Defense Ministry, that stated they with high precision missiles, again, they destroyed a temporary deployment, like the 60 nationalists were destroyed in a temporary deployment center or location. The Russians claim that they destroyed another one with foreign fighters / mercenaries that were not part of the Ukraine Legion of killing Russians and, you know, that voluntary organization business that should be covered by Geneva Convention, according to them, and functions legally and perfectly and abides all the laws of war and all that. Let me take my violin. You know what I mean. Nevertheless, so it seems like they have more information now than they had before, or they being the Russians, or the news are allowed to come to us from those sides, because I don't think they were not able to do this kind of things before. Nevertheless, 60 nationalists. What do you mean? Who are those? There are each and every Ukrainian army personnel is a nationalist. I mean, if you go by that, you generalize, that's not good. But nevertheless, 60, not 61, not 59. I'm always, you know, making fun of these exact numbers. You know, it's really okay. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.